It's your boy Dennis. This is the alternate timeline. Thanks for tuning in. We're doing anime reactions, and I decided to add another show to the anime reactions. So I want to do Blue Lock because I've been watching Blue Lock and I've been loving it so far. I have been absolutely loving this show. I love that it's intense, sports anime, soccer or football, however you want to call it. And I'm definitely enjoying it. We're going to be reacting to episode 5, but I'm first going to do like a episode 1 through 4 review, I guess. Or just kind of just going over what episode 1 through 4 have been like. So I'm just going to go through my notes here. I'm probably just going to read most of my notes here. So Blue Lock is basically like this vigorous training boot camp system that Japan has created. The higher ups in Japan, I think it's like the Japan Football Union or something like that. They're trying to find a killer striker for their national football team. They're kind of sick of like losing, and what they feel like they need, what they're stressing that they need is like they need a Ronaldo, they need a Messi, they need that guy that like that's kind of egotistical and like he only cares about scoring and winning and putting his team like up and doing big things for his team, basically being that guy. They're looking for that guy, that stud guy, right? So basically it starts off with the first episode. You basically see our main character. His name is Yoichi Isagi, with the blue hair and all that. He's playing a high school match, and where he makes a crucial decision. It's like kind of coming down to the wire. He makes a crucial decision to not try and score the goal for himself, but instead makes the right play, right? And passes to the open guy. The guy unfortunately misses, and then the other team scores and they lose the game. The other team features like another star player out there. Our guy, I think he's like kind of a star player, but not really. He is not really that well known. But this other guy is like highly talented star player. He scores for the team. Our boy Yoichi loses, and that's basically that. That was like one of their nationals. I think it was nationals or something like that. And the guy on the other team, his name is Ryosuke. You know, after the game, Yoichi basically keeps thinking about that critical decision. He doesn't have any reaction after, immediately after the game, but he's walking home and he keeps thinking of that critical decision that he made to pass the ball instead of shoot it for himself. And basically all the emotions hit him at once, and he yells out very loudly, because he's passionate about the game and he wants to win as well. But you'll see this play out throughout the whole, like these first 4 episodes, and probably throughout this whole series. The part where like he has to make that critical decision, and he's either gotta be like that striker or he's gotta make the right play, right? So that's going to be his battle, basically. So after that, when he gets home, he sees like a letter or whatever, and he's been recruited by Blue Lock, and like I said, basically a camp to figure out Japan's next striker in hopes of finding their stud. They gathered like 300 people, 300 high school strikers, not just any soccer players. They're all the strikers on their teams, and then they split them into groups. We follow the group that has our boy Yoichi, and the very first exercise is a game where they play tag with the ball. So they're controlling the ball, and to hit, you got to like kick and hit the other player, and it's basically that's their tag. And this like immediately sets the tone for this show. It becomes intense because whoever has the ball last has to go home. They get sent home. So yeah, that's what Blue Lock was. It was at the announcement when they all were gathered. The guy that's like running, his name is Ego. I think his last name is Ego. Was basically saying like this is going to be hard, and this serious about finding our next guy. So what they're about to go through is like legit going to be like a boot camp. They're gonna be away from their families for a while. It's like a actual going off to camp, doing vigorous training kind of thing. So, and right off the bat, they do this game of tag, and if you're the last one with the ball, you're out. And then it would so happen that the stud that was on the other team in the high school game that Yoichi was playing against, he's the one that has to go home early, which was surprising because we thought he would be a main character. So during this game of tag, like, you get a taste of the characters. In one in particular, his name is Meguru. He's the guy with, like, he's got, you know, kind of like the brown hair, but he's got like the blonde at the end of him, like got the blonde tips or whatever. And you get to see a little bit of his skill, and I think he's an interesting character. So Yoichi has the ball like kind of close to at the end of this game, and Meguru, I think he either steals it from Yoichi or a different person, but he steals the ball, which he didn't need to do because you don't really want to have the ball at the end. But he steals the ball and he's dribbling around a little bit, and he actually makes a kick. It makes a pass to Yoichi at the very end of the game. And then, like, this comes down to one of those decisions where Yoichi, like, is in the crossroads because he sees his friend right in front of him, his buddy that he kind of became cool with from the finals, right in front of him. But if he doesn't tag him out, he's gonna have to go home, basically. So what they show is pretty cool. Like, you see that he's got this dilemma, but then like something takes over where they show this intense look with their eyes, like the eyes start circling around and stuff, and it's pretty cool design. It shows off like, okay, this person's like intense in this situation. So that basically takes over, right? And he ends up making that play and gets his friend out. His friend gets sent home. He's throwing a fit as he's going out, but he gets sent home, and that was surprising because you're like, dang, so these other characters are gonna have to be main characters probably. So after that tag, it led to an interesting conversation between Yoichi and Meguru, because Yoichi basically asked him, like, why did you pass it to me? Like, how did you know that I was going to make that kick, right? How did you know I was going to tag the homie out? Meguru basically acknowledges, this was a really cool part, Meguru basically acknowledged that Yoichi has this uncontrollable monster inside. I think he calls it a monster too, inside of him. And then what's cool is, like, as he's saying that, it shows up to Meguru's face, and he has his eyes, lights up the same way too. Basically showing like, yeah, he's got that same thing. He says it too, like, yeah, I got that same monster inside me too. And that's basically how episode 1 ends. And that's going to be like a really cool thing to watch out for, Yoichi and Meguru's relationship, or their bond, because they both got the same kind of thing that they're dealing with. And Meguru is just a different character though, but he's got the same thing. Like, Meguru is very chill, very nonchalant. Like, you haven't seen him panic at all. He's very, like, he takes naps out of nowhere. Like, they'll be all in a group or whatever, and he'll just sit there and take a nap. Dude has like no worries in the world or whatever, but like, he has that like monster inside him, and they show that through like his skill, and they show that through like once the game is like on the line, like, it gets intense for him, because he has that want to advance. So yeah, that's somebody you have to watch out for. That was episode 1. Episode 2 through 4, they basically are playing other groups. They're playing soccer against other groups. I think episode 2, they basically it's funny because like the kids know that only one person is going to become the next striker for Japan's national team. So they all are playing as strikers on a team, but they have to figure out how to play together. But it doesn't go that way the first game. Everybody's being selfish. Everybody wants to shine. And they basically get their ass whooped because the other team figured it out before them what the key was. And they get their ass whooped basically. And they can't take too many L's because I think the whole team will have to go home, or somebody on their team will have to go home if they keep losing. So yeah, they get blown out because of selfishness the first game. Then the second game, which is still going on in this episode we're about to watch, they figure out a system in where they take turns giving a person the spotlight or however many minutes or for however many minutes. And the whole team has to focus on that one person's strength during that time, which is a really cool idea. But they get down by a goal early from this other team. The other team plays it really smart, and they got a couple guys too that you have to like figure it out. So in this episode, Yoichi gets kind of like a bond with this guy named Rensuke. Rensuke is the orange-haired kid you'll see. He's got a good head on his shoulders, nice physique, you know, like big, strong guy, whatever. And he thanks Yoichi for kicking him the ball to score in the previous game. They scored that one goal, and it's because Yoichi made a decision. He came to a crossroads where he like either got to pass it to this guy or pass it to this guy, and he passed it to him. And because he knew that this guy had a strong leg, so he passed it to him. He scored, and this was him like giving his thanks in this episode. So Rensuke is another guy that I think he's going to be around for a while. The group basically sits around before the game, and everyone tells their strengths to each other so they know how to plan, playing around this person or playing around whoever like is the guy of the focus during that stretch during the game. So everyone does except for this mysterious kid. His name is Hyoma. He's got like the pink or red hair. He's kind of mysterious, hasn't said too much, but he's been kind of like laying low a little bit. I think we'll see more about him because they're making it a point that he's somebody you have to watch, somebody you have to keep an eye on. But yeah, this whole episode and actually the whole series so far like has just come down to Yoichi trying to figure out who he is and like what his killer strength is. So when everybody went around telling their strengths, he was the only person that didn't have one because he couldn't think of one. The team recommended passing since he's made a couple of really nice passes, but he didn't want to be known as the striker that's good at passing because that's not what the Japan national team is looking for. It's not what this thing is about. So during this game, he basically pieced together the other team's plan of action and helped put a stop to it. And then he got his team a goal. He helped get his team a goal to tie up the game. So his strength might actually be something where he's like assessing the situation, or he's like really good at assessing the situation and like knowing what to do. So yeah, his strength might be like his smarts while he's out there. Because he may just be smarter than everybody. But we will see what happens because this game is still going on, and we're gonna watch it here in a second. We're gonna watch it here right now. So let's get into Blue Lock episode 5. This is the reaction to Blue Lock episode 5. We will continue to do this weekly as we're adding Blue Lock to the list of reactions we're doing, man. I'm excited. I'm really into this show. I like how intense it is so far. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Let's get into it. And I can't hear a damn thing. Hold on. Yeah, so that's our main guy right here. That's our guy. This was his conversation. He said, "You have the same eyes as me." Yeah, so we right into it. So he knows everybody's strength. That might be his strength, is like being able to play to everybody else's strength. Okay. So my weapons to survive in this place are my eyes that can accurately read the situation on the field, and my brain that excels at coordinating people. So you can stop me, but you can't stop my ideas. And I think that Yoichi might be the same way. Yeah, it sounds like Yoichi might be the same way as him. Like, he's very good at assessing the situation, coordinating people, playing off their strengths. So Yoichi might have just learned something from his opponent right there. That's the Bakugo of this whole thing. He's just like Bakugo, loudmouth, angry at everything. The one-time kill counter. It's over. This is the this is how, like, see the circling of the eyes. Uh-oh, this is not good. My boy gonna come out of nowhere, right? Oh no. Oh no. Come on, man. No sir. No sir. Yeah, that's the boy. Ooh. They're the same person. Yup. They're the same person. Rather than taking a shot, you pass it to Okawa to finish it off. Cause that's what he would do. You're fit to be a talk your shit. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Now he's thinking about his high school game where he passed it instead of shot it. Yep. He want to win. He's not gonna make that mistake again. That's the homie. Hey, that's the dude with the blonde tips. He's also got the monster inside of him. Ooh, did you see that move? Hold on. Hold on, look at this move right here. Ugh. Okay. See the eyes? He got the same thing. He was aiming beyond him. Yoichi got through? To score, you egotist. Oh, this is about to be a hype moment? Okay. Oh, that's hype. Nah, Yoichi just scored some points on that. He just scored some points on that. Yo, so that was big. That was big because Yoichi has been battling that for a long time. So it was good to him for him to have that moment where, like, he made the play on defense, pass it upfield, and you didn't see him the whole time. The other players were making the play. They were making the play. And then our boy Yoichi on the other side of the field. And Meguru, that was Meguru with the blonde hair at the end, who also showed the eyes. He's the one I was talking about. Was like he's also got that monster inside of him. So he's kind of similar in a way. But he was passing. That's what I was saying. Their bond, him and Yoichi have like a little bit of a bond going on. And he was looking for him on that play. Finally got my boy a goal. Looked good as a striker. That was nice, man. That was intense. That was intense. I love it. I love it. Let's keep it going. You got the hair over the eyes. He want to talk to the homie. Damn, they gotta go home. See? So I crushed the dreams of those 11 people. These 11 people. My goal did this. So this is what it means to win. This is what they're looking for. A dream crusher, just like that. He said, what is this feeling? And that's the guy he's the look at that! Look at that! It feels so. See, he's crazy. Yoichi's type crazy too. Episode 5, To Be Reborn. That's an awesome opening. Cause that guy right there, that's the guy who put this all together. This ego guy. Let me see if I can find it. This guy right here is the guy that put it all together. Or he didn't put it all together, but he's the one that's like running this whole camp. He's the one that gave the speech in the beginning that everybody didn't like or whatever, but he's the one that's like super hard on everybody, right? And this is exactly what he's looking for. So he's just salivating over that whole moment, which is funny. And then, oh, that was cool. I'm gonna replay this again because that walkthrough to the other team was like, damn, he didn't care about the celebrating. He's looking at the dreams that he just crushed. I think the whole team got to go home. He walking through a graveyard. Okay, look at him. Look how he looking at him. Going up to their main guy. Look at that look on his face. But he loves it. But he likes it. He likes it. Oh, that's a cold opening right there. That's cold. I'm telling you, if you're not watching this show, watch it. Like, my brother's the one that got me into like watching sports anime too. He made me watch Haikyuu, the volleyball one, which is also amazing. It's also intense. What I like about Haikyuu is like similar to this one. It's none of the extra like fluff in anime. None of the like fan servicey stuff. It's straight up like volleyball. Like, this seems to be straight up soccer. And just like the dynamic of the team. So like in Haikyuu, it's straight volleyball. It's intense. The games are intense. The players, you start to love the players that are on the team. And every game is just like, damn, like down to the wire, or just have you on the edge of your seat. And they pull off some really cool stuff, some really cool stunts in that show. So it's kind of giving me a similar vibe, a similar feeling. We're like, damn, this is just intense. This is intense. Yeah, after watching Haikyuu, like I was like, I want some more of whatever that was. And hopefully I'm getting that with Blue Lock here. So far, so good though. Like, it's got that intense feeling about it. I mean, it's 300 people in a camp, you know, Japan's national soccer team trying to find the next stud. So everybody get a steak. So they got a ranking system too. So if you're like near the bottom of the league, or near the bottom of the 300 ranking, you don't get like the good stuff. You don't get like the steaks. You get lesser food. You get like, so you have to work your way into getting good stuff. It's a whole system, man. They serious about finding the next striker. How'd you know to get in position for that ball? This is how Meguru is. Like super smiling and all that kind of stuff. Super happy like that, super chill. But he got that beast inside of him too, so don't let him fool you. Team Z, let's go! See, and this is the mysterious guy that I was talking about. He's very, we don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he's way too hyped to go to sleep right now. He's still thinking about it. Thinking about that walk through the graveyard. That's what Japan's national team looking for. You're looking for that guy that loves to see the other team lose like that. This is going to be an interesting interaction. It says you have very keen spatial awareness. Most players judge a situation based on what they see, and their field of vision gets smaller when running at top speed and dribbling. But on occasion, you play like you see the whole field and everything that's happening on it, which, yeah, that's his strength. Kind of like you're a god looking down from above. Interesting. Spatial awareness. That's his weapon. He said you're only doing it intuitively right now, so if you can learn to do it intentionally, your eyes and brain will be a weapon like no other. Ooh. That's what I was thinking while watching this. Yeah. Needed that talk. Right, what is your weapon? See, he still doesn't want to say what his weapon is. He said, I'll help you out if I can. A right ACL tear. Dang, tore his ACL? The doc said if I injure the same spot again, my playing days will be in jeopardy. Damn! He said he used to have it, an amazing weapon like yours. Ooh. His comeback to glory is about to be a thing. So he's scared that he'll injure his leg again. I came to Blue Lock to find a reason to give up on my dream. Interesting. You might be able to give up on it after seeing your goal. You know nothing about me, homie. Back up. Back up. My guy out here missing in practice now? He's not sure how to use his weapon. While eating. The 6th round just finished. The results. Damn, they got another one. If they don't win, they in trouble. Player rankings are being adjusted. As a striker, you must prove your worth with your goals. Yoichi's the top ranking person on the team now. He was towards the bottom. He was like second to last. Now he's the top ranked player on his team. Oh, they hating that. They hating that. Make it stand out. Yeah, he's creepy. Oh, they talking about Messi. His weapon is his unique and graceful speedy dribbling. True. And how fast he swings his leg on his left foot. Most prominent player on the planet. He's serious. He's serious. I love it. Like, he's obsessed with finding the next striker. Time to eat after practice. Right, his weapon isn't something that's easy to see like dribbling or shooting, so he's got to like figure out how to really polish it. Smelling a goal is just something that comes to him. Like, it's an in the moment thing for him, so he doesn't know exactly like when it'll come to him. They say you're not getting no secret training without us. The whole team. The whole team. Yeah. We're not going to eat right now if you about to get some training in. Where's the pink haired dude? He said he wasn't on anybody's radar recently. Yeah. Notice the pink haired dude's not out there. That's Blue Lock. Oh. I like it. Was that it? He said someone ranked lower than you got in front of you. World's greatest striker will only appear when where the soccer is most intense. Nice. So yeah, that's episode 5 of Blue Lock. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. Is this something you would get into? If you watch anime, would you get into this sports anime, Blue Lock? To me, I love it. I love how intense it can get. The last few episodes have had me on my seat or on the edge of my seat. Two characters that have like the craziness in them, which are the two that are basically out front. So it's like Yoichi and Meguru. Both of them have that like that monster in them or whatever. They don't want to lose, and it's really cool to see Yoichi like kind of figure out what his special strength is. And it's cool to see that the team is kind of like rallying behind him. I wouldn't say rallying behind him, but he's kind of leading them in a way, because they obviously they're kind of like, there's some jealousy involved, I'm sure, because all of them want to be that one guy that, you know, at the end of the day, it's gonna be one person that leaves this place, that leaves Blue Lock, as the national team's striker. So I think nobody just wants anybody else to pass them. So that's why as you saw, like they went back to eat, they were done practicing. Yoichi runs out, they all run out after him, because you're not about to get a one up on me. That's just the competitive spirit. So that's what we're looking at right now. Yeah, that's Blue Lock episode 5. Hopefully episode 6 we get another game, and hopefully that's intense as well. So far so good for me. I really enjoyed this show. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Are you guys watching the show? Is this gonna be something you tuned into? I recommend it, especially if you've watched like Haikyuu at all, if you've watched any other sports anime and enjoyed that, I'd recommend this. So that's all we got, and thank you for tuning in to some of my anime reactions. This is the Alternate Timeline, and I am Dennis Smith, and I will see you guys in the next anime reaction.